Okay, so looking back on that stretch of 3 games in just over a week, just overall thoughts to take?
Are we going to go back on a new one again? Hey, listen, this is football, right? Obviously, you want points, everybody wants points, you want victories, everyone victories, right? And again, it's just, are we progressing? Are we doing the right thing? Are the boys progressing? And obviously, it's all about results. I know it, everybody knows it, but also the work that they're putting in, it's there, they're doing well, but again, are we going to talk about, is it a slow start, is it not, right? What is it, why? As a staff, as a club, we want to put them in the best possible way for them to be successful. You look at the second half, that's more off. Is it something that we wait until we get punched and then we go again? There's multiple ways you can look at it, but what I see now and what I'm looking ahead of the group is sometimes you just need that little click, and then you can go similar to what we had last year, but I'm very happy with what they're giving us and what they're doing. Obviously, it's a little bit frustrating that you cannot turn that into points, but that will come. But if the work is not there, it's not going to continue. They put in the work, so we're close by, and I think once that explosion happens, we'll be on our way.
How do you give that message to the group? Is it kind of in the same way that you just gave it to us?
Yeah, it's the same message. I was like this morning, guys, play football. This is football. It's not going to be a straight line, and there will never be a straight line, right? And it's like life. Life is never straight. It's also, it's adversity. Adversity is good. Adversity is great because adversity also teaches a lot about you, about who you are, and the things that you have to do to find a way, and that is football. And we did it last year, and we're going to do it again. So I have no doubt about it in my mind. I have no doubt about the group, what they're going to become, and because they're coming to work, like I say, every single day, putting the work, and now it's finding a reward in the work that they put in, and we're going to find it, we're going to be it. So I have no worries at all.
Paul, I'm curious about how you manage the center back situation right now, where we saw Vukovic and Pelayo start, and we might see a bit more of that going forward. Obviously, 2 younger guys with a little less experience, and you have lots of experience working with inexperienced players, and you talk about that a lot, which I appreciate. Do you think about making maybe a few changes to make their lives easier in terms of the situations they're in, or how do you think about dealing with 2 younger guys in that really crucial part of the field?
Again, like you talk about experience versus potential, right? So the potential they have is massive. So how do they get experience? They don't get experience in on the bench. They get experience by playing and then learning from the mistakes or things that happen during the game. That is where the experience and the learning come. All center backs that you see, or anybody that play football or ever did anything in your life, if you're not thrown into it and the opportunity is given to you, you don't learn. Right. So anybody's easy to sit and say after, wow, they do this, yeah. But at least we're brave enough to give them the opportunity and hope, and when they turn out to be the players that they're going to become, is because they've been given opportunity to showcase and not only sit on the bench, right? That is where experience comes from, right. Being thrown in and into the wolves, and there's no better way being thrown into the wolves like that, right? And Vuko never played 3 games in a week at the high level, but he's doing it now. So he's definitely gained some insights and gain of, played with different strikers than college. So all of those things play in part. Obviously, we never expected to lose Pop start of the preseason, right? But that's football, and then we adapt, right? You adapt, you leave, you move on. But they will adapt, they will get better and better and better because both of them have great potential, and and I'm looking forward to see them continue this path and keep working because they're the youngest center back pairing I think it is in the league.
Hemos visto que Patrick ha sido tu portero titular los últimos 2 partidos. ¿Eres tu número 1 o Chituru tiene otro chance para ser titular?
Para mí, yo mira partido con partido. Para mí esto es muy importante, confianza de los porteros. Yo mira a Patrick, este buena portero de la liga, y son títulos, le ganar 2 títulos, los campeones. Para mí, yo mira partido con partido.
Y ahora mirando el próximo partido con Nuevo México, mencionamos a Dani y él dijo que un partido de derbi se juega un poco diferente. ¿Tú piensas que esa mentalidad se la refleja el equipo, que van a jugar este partido con más ganas en un partido de derbi, o es solo otro partido?
Sí, es muy importante el partido porque son partidos de derby. Es muy importante, pasión es muy importante, inteligencia, para mí corazón, porque cuando tú juegas el derby es muy importante por tu temporada, es todo el equipo para nosotros muy importante por jugar bien. Esta es el primero, tú ganas el primer partido de la temporada, es muy importante cuando tú ganas Zapato.
El partido pasado contra Sacramento vimos como dos mitades diferentes, una que Sacramento les metió 2 goles, pero la segunda que empezaron a crear. ¿Qué piensas que cambió en el equipo tácticamente para que se pudiera abrir el partido un poco más?
Para mí está no tácticamente, para mí yo miro 2 equipos, cuando tú miras con televisión, son los 2 equipos. Yo hablo con todos los jugadores, para mí Con yo miro a mi equipo, yo miro 2 equipos y le vení primera temporada y le jugando por no perdo. Para mí es muy importante, el jugador juega fútbol, no diferente primera tiempo de segunda tiempo. Con Sacramento, para mí yo creo que porque uno juega 3 partidos de la 1 semana, está difícil. Yo con jugadores de jóvenes, muchos de jóvenes, perdo Rafa, sí, es un jugador de mucha experiencia. Para mí, yo soy contento del segundo tiempo. Mi primer tiempo es no bien. Este no estándar de la Phoenix Rising.
Spoke there how with the goalkeeping situation it's game to game, and earlier you spoke about potential versus experience. Tarkowski showing that experience, Odunze showing that potential. How have you seen that just improve both of them in that room?
I mean, that's a balance, right? So you're trying to find balance, and if you look at the 4 games that C played, I look at it and say, all right, what did he actually do wrong, right? You look at it, he had a couple of saves, he did well. Then the cup game play well, and you're looking for little sparks. Sometimes that's what you do, right? You're trying to find little sparks as a coach to get them going, and maybe that will help, and that's it. But to be in a situation where you have 2 great goalkeepers battling for the number 1 spot, that's what you want. Competition is healthy, and for us having that competition is massive, and that's keep them both sharp, keep them both going on, because that's what you need, like in a team. And like I said, to lose some important players as well, that doesn't create that competition that you need for the team also to blossom, right? Those Playo and Vuko, or those Hope, or Charlie, right? They need competition. So to have people out and in this league, if you lose maybe 5 starters, that's a lot. That's a lot that people don't look at and understand, right? So that's a massive difference. Is that going to stop us from continuing to work and do? Absolutely not, right? That makes it even sweeter when you continue to work and you get not only the victory, but also you see the progression that they have. That's where it lies for me also being a coach. Absolutely, we all want the wins and the glory, but for me to see the progression, to see that how they evolve and get better, and you've seen that they're put in a situation where maybe they face a little bit of adversity, but they grow. It's the best thing you can have, and we're facing it right now. It's the best thing, and we're not shying away, right? This team will never shy away, and we as a club, we ain't shying away from a little bit of adversity, right? Because we know what we're gonna become, and we're gonna become that. And that's nothing that we're gonna shy away from.
And then you spoke about how a lot of players have been out, but one returning, Danny Flores. How much did it mean to you, the staff and the players, to see him back out on the pitch?
That much. You see how I'm smiling?
Yeah.
That's how important a goal is for the team, not only as a player but also as a person. And when you get your good players back, that is important. Getting Pap is working himself back into it. Arasa is working back himself into it. So, we're going to be dangerous. We're a little bit dangerous, but we're not dangerous yet where we finish off, but we're going to be. Mark my word.
Paul, I'm curious about some of the final third play this year. I think 18th maybe in the league in touches inside the box itself, in the attacking third, and sort of similar numbers in terms of passes in the final third in general. Just not a lot of time spent in that part of the field, and also a lot of crosses as well so far this season. Which, when you have Charlie and Gunnar, I think you can see some merit to that, of course. Yeah. Is that sort of that ratio of being efficient in the final third but not being there for a lot and being quite cross heavy? Is that your vision for what the attack looks like, or do you picture the team changing a lot with personnel, like you mentioned, or some more time to grow and work on some things?
Well, I'm happy that you mentioned, because first you need personnel, right? And secondly, new players need time to adapt. So we're at that phase, and some of our old players understand it. Sako been assist heavily, right? I think he's on 5 assists, So for him to get his assist going is great, But also we need him to score goals, which will happen. But also new pieces in the front line. Carvajal also need to adapt to not only how we play, but also how the league is played as well, right? So to get out those positions. Diego off the mark, at home, which was important. Gunnar off the mark. So I'm not very much of a stats guy, but again, we're just 7 games in. Right, we're just 7 games in, and that's also very important. I like to put account in. Yes, I know that in the 5 games it says 0 on the win column, but you look at the table and you look how quick tables can change in USL, and you look at injuries and you look at players that we're missing. I understand why we're where we are. Are we happy with it? That's a different question. No, I'm not happy with it. Is the staff happy with it? No. Is the club happy with it? Absolutely not, because that's not who we are. But perception and reality is 2 different things.
When you look at all those injuries, then are you happy with the depth that you've got here?
Absolutely, but you see with the depth that is happening, like I say, if you just look at stats, you play 7 games, all right? You win 2 games in the cup, you tie 3 in the league, you just lost 2 games. That is the 7 games. And you lose 5, 6 starters. I think it's not bad. But again, am I happy with it? No. We want to win every game. But we also understand what we have.
Could you run through the list of those 5 or 6 for us, Pop?
Rafa Chicos, Pape, Kelvin, Tico, Danny. There's your 5. Now I want to see if a team loses 5 of their starters as well, how that look. No, but that's the card we dealt with. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. I enjoy it because that also gives all the players possibilities and effort to play, and we saw it in the cup with Isaiah, Tony, right? Also those boys are showing up, so there's progression. May not be in the eyes of the people and what they want to see, but in our eye as a staff and as a club where we're going, we will be there.
Any other questions in the room?
You mentioned kind of waiting for that moment or that spark when things finally click and you go on a run kind of like you did last season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the cup could maybe provide that opportunity?
I mean, you take what is given to you, right? So right now you're getting a little bit of spark in that. Obviously, again, like I said, that's why again we play Saturday, an important game. It's a derby game, it matters. So that can also be a spark where you just go on a run. So for us, every game that is in front of us, we use that momentum, to build momentum, because that's what you need. Is it the cup? So far, so good in the cup, but you want to get that first win to get yourself on the mark in the regular season. So for us, every game is important in terms of continue to create that spark. So Saturday is the one that is the most important right now. So that's what we're looking at.
Awesome. Thanks, Pop.
Thank you for your time,
Pop.
Pop.
Always. Go on, Owen.
Yeah, well,
What you got for me, Owen? When you going back? You going back anytime soon in the summer?